Namaskara everyone. Myself Amok Chakravarti, a disciple of Dr. Sri Epin Swami. Welcome all dear viewers to day 17 of this Ramayana 108 series. On this day 17, we will be seeing a different set of verses. This is not from Lord Brahma, this is at a different circumstance. This is during the first ever Kanda of Ramayana, which is Balakanda. And this verse happens to be in the 15th Sarga of Balakanda. This is the circumstance when Dasharatha is performing the Putrakameshti Yajna, and this is the time during which all the Devas are waiting to get their bhagams, to get their part of that Yajna, because in any Yajna for that matter, if we see, all Devas would have their parts to get from. So they would get their Havir Bhagam, which we say. So for that, they were all waiting there. And it was a break time during the Yajna where no ritual was performed, and that is the time when all the Devas were waiting and Dasharatha was not performing anything as it was the break time. All Devas were discussing among themselves that what is the fate of our, what would be our fate if this goes on like this? How can we perform our activities without any hindrance? Because Ravana, who is such a demon, he is just disturbing all our activities and we are not able to perform it with a peace of mind. If such a person exists, how can we even exist and perform our activities without any hindrance? This was the discussion going among Devas, and they were really concerned about their activities, and also activities is the second preference. First preference is about themselves, to protect themselves. They were really concerned about it, and the discussion was happening between all these Devas during the break time of this Putra Kameshti Yajna. That is the time when we see there, then and there itself, Lord Vishnu gives the darshan to all of them. Etasmin antare Vishnu upayato mahadyutihi shankha chakra gada pani pitavasa jagatpati. This is the time when all the Devas got really happy, because if you see, even in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan himself says that I do an avatar, or I just take an avatar, that is when to punish the evildoers and to protect the sadhus. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. And this is the time when this has to happen, because protection of Devas is the concern. There we can see Devas discussing among themselves for their protection, one, and consequently if they are protected, they can perform their activities without any hindrance. This is why Devas are discussing among themselves, and that is the time when he made a very fast decision, a very quick decision. Even if we see in the case of Gajendra, why he is worried about Gajendra? Just because of his protection, we can see his fast. We can see how quick he was. Even here, if in the same case, all the Devas are meeting together, they are discussing together, and what is their concern? Their concern is about their own protection. This is the time, because since they are all worried about their own protection, what to do about it? Only if they exist further, they can perform their own activities further. Otherwise, they cannot. Since they are all discussing among themselves about this matter, that is the time when just how during the protection of Gajendra, he just came and protected Gajendra. But however, here, rather than protection of Devas, it was a quick solution which they needed. He just gave darshan to all of them as Vishnu with all the 5 ayudhas, that is disc, conch, the Gadha, sword, and his bow. These are all the 5 ayudhams with which, with the yellow garment, he gave the darshan. So in this way, they were all really happy and they got the solution then and there itself. This is the break time during which all these Devas were discussing among themselves, and they were really happy and their eyes filled with joy as soon as they got this darshan of Lord Vishnu. Let us meet with another interesting shloka from the upcoming episode. Thank you.